Hello, my name is Ira Diamond and I am a podiatrist. I have treated many homeless individuals in my practice for more than 25 years. And I noticed very early in my career that many of these homeless individuals had inadequate shoes, their shoes were actually falling apart, or they had no shoes at all. And so early in my career, I started collecting shoes for the homeless. And it was amazing that a simple pair of shoes could prevent many of the common foot problems. In 2011, I founded Shoes for the Homeless, Inc., which is a nonprofit whose mission is to provide shoes to the homeless and those in need free of charge in our local communities. I was told by a mission director at one of the Providence medical centers something that really resonated with me. He said that shoes for the homeless are one of the most important items that a homeless individual can receive, and that they actually act as a leverage point, elevating the individual to new heights in terms of employment, quality of life, and confidence. Isn't that amazing? A simple pair of shoes can do all this. Usually when a homeless individual comes into our office to be treated, the chief complaint is pain in the feet. Oftentimes when we ask them to please remove their shoes so that we can examine their feet, they have difficulty with that because they often do not remove their shoes for months, if not longer. They're afraid that their shoes will be stolen. Once we do remove the shoes, oftentimes we find that the person has developed a sore, and it's called an ulceration. If the ulceration has gone deep into the bone, or even if it's more superficial and infected, we need to put the person in the hospital, where the patient needs to be treated in the hospital. From there, oftentimes the person will be discharged to the skilled nursing facility, so they will really lose their independence because they're unable to treat their problem themselves on the street. Some of the foot problems that we see here in Southern California include so many different types of skin problems, such as cracking and fissuring of the skin, blisters, wounds, infections, toenail problems, as well as pain and inflammation caused by inadequate soles, inadequate shoes, and a simple pair of shoes can help this problem. Also, in other parts of the country, such as the East Coast or in Alaska, where they have many homeless individuals also, we see cold injuries, even frostbite. And in the South, we see immersion injuries from it always being wet. Shoes prevent these injuries by giving the foot cushion, support, and protection. And it is crucial that when you're walking all day, that you have protection for your feet. We were recently told about a 45-year-old male homeless person that was living under a bridge in our city. And somebody noticed that this person was limping. And they also noticed that this individual's shoes were falling apart. So this homeless person, whose name was Sam refused to go to see a doctor, but he said he would appreciate a new pair of shoes. We provided that pair of shoes for him, and Sam is no longer limping. That is one of the most rewarding things that we see. Significant help for someone. Kids tend to develop problems because their feet have outgrown their shoes, or else the shoes are too big or too small, and so they develop problems related to that. Sometimes we receive very small shoes. This is an example of a very small, very, very small shoe, but very important for someone who is homeless and don't have this type of shoe. This is another example of a shoe that was donated to us by an individual who actually plays for the Lakers. And so we do receive very large shoes and very small shoes. Quite often the larger shoes are difficult to find, and so we always try to save those for individuals of large sizes. It's not uncommon for us to be asked for size 13, 14. This is size 17, so it really varies. We collect men's, women's, and children's shoes. We collect casual shoes and dress shoes, and very dress shoes. Some of our very dress shoes are used by children wanting to go to the prom, the school prom, and sometimes we also give shoes to the kids for their graduation. Men and women love to receive the shoes for work and to gain employment. I am very happy to say that we had another situation in which a gentleman approached us saying that he wanted to get a job and he had a good opportunity, but he had no shoes. And he had a size 13 shoe and he needed it to be black and shiny. So we found the perfect shoe for him, a pair of shoes, and we provided that to him. They were shiny, they were black, they were size 13, and he was thrilled. And we're very optimistic about his chances of getting a job. Thank you so much again to Providence family of medical centers in Southern California for participating for the past many, many years to collect shoes for the homeless and those in need. We have helped thousands of people. Please continue generously giving your shoes when we have a shoe drive in your hospital. We look forward to helping many people in the future.